Hey everyone, Mad Hitter here. Tonight, thank you for joining the channel. I've been having some problems of late. I've been trying to upload videos for the past, I don't know, 2 weeks or so, and my video editing software just is not letting me do it. So I've been struggling with that of late. So we're trying it a different way tonight, and we're gonna see what goes from there. All right. Thank you for your patience. So tonight we're gonna be doing more or less of a 2-for-1 type of deal. A couple of grips that I got. So I bought these with my own money. This is not something that's endorsed. These are my own opinions on these grips. So that's that. This is the Kosmosima premium right-handed grip from VKB. And this, we all know, is the F14B Tomcat grip, also from VKB. And what I'm going to be doing is going over some of the differences. And of course, the differences. The first difference is the Kosmosima is a fictitious grip. We all know that the F14 Tomcat grip is not a fictitious grip. Top Gun or Maverick Top Gun. The Kosmosima grip has a bevy of buttons. Actually, I think there's like 28 different buttons on here. Well, not really 28 buttons, but 28 switches and buttons on the grip. So what we got here is we got a index switch right here. You hear it pretty good. And then you got 3 4 ways with a push. So there's 15 right there. 16, 17. You hear that pretty good. All of them you can hear pretty good. Up front, you got a 2 step trigger. And then you got a secondary trigger right here with a pull and a push. You can use that for like maybe chaff or flare or whatever. And then right here for your thumb, you got another 5-way. Or actually 4-way with a push. And then down here you have a pinky switch. So you have plenty of switches and buttons to choose from on the Kosmosima grip. You've got a bomb release. You got a 4-way with a push for the trim. You got your weapon select right here. Go to guns. Too close to missiles. And you got a 2-way, or not 2-way, but a 2-step trigger right here. It's kind of mushy. I put a Yeah, it's kind of mushy. And then you got a nice rubber type grip right here on the side and on the back. Right here you have a it's the DLC maneuver flap command wheel right here. And then right here you got the DLC engage disengage shaft dispensing switch. And then right here is the autopilot reference and nose wheel switch. And I took the paddle off because you needed to take it apart, and the paddle fits right in here. If you can see that. And that is the autopilot emergency disengage paddle. That right there. And that just pushes, when you pull on it, it just pushes that button there. Is all it does. So it kind of sits in there, and you just push that right up against there like that. So, give me a few minutes. So here we are back. And like I said, I took the screws out before I even started doing this because they were a bit hard to get out. And also, there was a C-clamp that I had to remove, and I'll show it to you here just right now. The C-clamp here is what held this stem on. This went through on the F14. It went through, and this held that stem on. And the C-clamp, I'll put some pictures up here. The C-clamp was a B-hotch to get off. I did it twice. Well, this is my second time I've ever done it. And it was a... Oops. It was a bitch to get off. Nobody move. Uh-oh. Fortune shines on me tonight. I found it. Woo! But anyway, that was a bitch to get off of that stem because it was so flush right up against... it's not on this side. I'll show you. It was so flush right up against this right here. You could see the scratches on there. And after this, I don't think I'll ever take it apart ever again, because I didn't like that. There's got to be a better way. So, but here we are. Here's the Kosmosima first. So the Kosmosima has a module that you can change in it right here. That changes this 5-way into an XY axis stick, or vice versa. It changes into a 4-way plus a push. So you change that module out, and it changes to either or. Everything inside the body of the Kosmosima is all compact. All of the circuitry uses the space quite well inside the handle. If you can see all of that in there. It's actually a very well made product, and it comes with a twist. And here's the screw to release the twist, or it's an Allen, if that'll. There we are. It's an Allen screw. It releases the twist. It's very nice, very well. It's actually very well built, even though I had a bitch of a time taking it apart here. This is also my second time taking this one apart, and I don't think I'll ever do it again. I don't know, maybe to change the 4-way out here. But we'll see. Now on the other side, on the other half of the Kosmosima, and I like this, they put brass, I guess they're little brass fittings in there for the screws. So you're not going to strip out any plastic. What I didn't like were that the screws, if I can pick one up here, had paint on the threads. And I think that's what was holding the screws up in the holes, why they wouldn't come out, is that there's paint on the threads. Don't put paint on the threads. That way it's not gonna, bung up in the hole and stay there and keep you from taking it apart if you need to take it apart. But I like that, those little brass fittings in there so you don't strip the plastic out. Now the F14B stick, again, everything well organized inside the handle. Now this module right here comes out, so you can change it comes with 2 items, and it's right, if you can see it, let me get a screwdriver here. It's right here. You get two of them. One, they're called steps, and they're rubber. You get one that's a soft step, and you get one that's a hard step. I got the hard step in. Now, that also was a biatch to put in, because you had to take this module out, and then there's like two holes. I wonder if I can take that out and show you. Let me see. No, I better not. But there's like two holes in this PCB board. And here's one of the holes right here behind it. And here's one of the pieces of rubber from this hard step. And there's another hole on the other side of the PCB board, just like that, to pull that piece of rubber right there through the hole. And I don't have fingernails, as you can see. Well, not much. And it was a biatch for me to pull that right through that little hole there in that board. But, and I don't know why they did this, but they also put as an option to the F14, I guess for people who don't have pedals or anything like that, they put as an option on the F14 stick twist. So I thought that was a really neat option. And on the F14 also, you have these little brass fittings inside the holes, so you don't strip the holes out, which I thought was really neat. And also, there's like a couple other pieces that go to this. You got this piece right here that fits right up at the crown. Oh, I got it in backwards. Kind of hard to do this the way I'm standing. Oh, it was in the right way the first time. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Oh, come on. Come on. There we are. And it fits right in there just like that. Kind of hard to do it when you're standing behind the camera. And then on the other half of the handle, you got this little crescent piece right here that fits right in there. I think I might got it upside down. As a matter of fact. Maybe I didn't. There we are. There we are. It fits right in there. Sometimes these are kind of hard to finagle in there. Ah, there it is. And it fits in there and then it slides together on the other side. So with the F14, there's a few more pieces that you gotta kind of finagle around to get the two halves together. Oops. So we'll be back with some final thoughts really quick right after I get these suckers put back together. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, we're back. Everything's all back together. Wasn't as it only took maybe about 5, maybe not even 10 minutes to put it all back together and get both of them. But both grips. Now the F14 grip actually feels like you have a grip in your hand. It's not weighty, like some of the other grips that might be out there. I think Virpil has one that I've heard people say it feels, gotta be heavy. It's gotta be, beefy. I say this works great. The F14 from VKB, there are a few things that I would like to see changed as far as the C-clip on the on this paddle down here. Maybe there's some other way of doing the engineering it differently or something like that. I don't know. But I don't like the result that happened to my stick trying to take it off. But everything else on the stick feels right. And if you got the, because there's a hole here that fits down onto the base. Now, if you have either the 200 millimeter or the 100 millimeter extension for the VKB, and you did not know this, the extension is 15 degrees rotatable. So you can rotate it 15 degrees to the right, or actually to the left. So instead of sitting head straight on, you're more like this. The way it should be. Instead of straight on like this. So I thought that was really cool. That was a really cool thing from VKB to do. But everything on this grip feels right to me. When I flew the F14 in DCS, everything felt right. There's not a whole lot of buttons. There's not supposed to be a whole lot of buttons. It's supposed to look almost exactly like what you're gonna see in the cockpit. So I like it. It works. Not very many negatives about it. Yes, maybe it could be a little bit heavier, but it still works. Now the Kosmosima, it's lighter than what the VKB handle is. I can feel the difference. It almost seems like the same mass almost, but it feels lighter than the F14. Plenty of buttons, plenty of switches. The premium also comes with another palm or like side palm rest for the for your grip. The inside of it, again, very well engineered for the room, for all the components and stuff like that. Could have made it a little bit easier to take. The screws on the Kosmosima are all on the one side. I like that. Versus the F14, where you got two screws on this side, one here and one here. And then you got two here, and you got four on one side and two on the other. So don't loosen one and then loosen the other one, and the one doesn't come out of the hole quite completely and you can't get it out, and then you get all these other ones out, and then all of a sudden you're going, oh, well, where's the other screw at? Oh, it fell out on the floor someplace, and now it's gone. So all the screws on one side would be nice. If it can be engineered that way. But the Kosmosima, plenty of buttons to program functions and stuff like that. The F14, the right amount of buttons for what is supposed to be on the grip. Little heavier, on the heavier side, the F14, than the Kosmosima. The F14 does not come with extra palm rest. It only comes with this little rest right here. Both come with the Z-axis, the twist, which actually, thinking back on it, for F14, if you don't have pedals, that kind of, come in handy. But like I said, both grips built well. I like using them both. I've been using the Kosmosima a little bit more than the F14 right now, but the Kosmosima, well built. F14, well built. Kudos to VKB. I've had these for quite a while now. I can't remember how long. But never had problem, one, with either one of the grips. Never had problem, one, with the base that goes to the Kosmosima and or the, well, it's the same base. But never had problems with both of these grips on that base. So that about wraps it up. Really appreciate you stopping by and taking a look at these handles and my opinions of them. Again, these are my own opinions. They're not scripted by anybody else or anything like that. Why? So, but anyway, thanks for stopping by. Get a chance, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Please, helps the channel out tremendously. And ring the notification bell so you know, hopefully when I get one of these videos up, that you'll know when one comes up and you can say, oh wow, Hatter put up another video. Let's go see what kind of crap he put out this time. No, just kidding. So, but anyway, thanks for stopping by. You guys have a great evening, and hope you guys have a good week. So we'll see you later. Bye bye.